What's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you how I went from being a stiff hockey player who couldn't touch his toes to getting full palms to floor flexibility. The first thing I did, I learned to gain real flexibility, going from here my whole life to being able to go full palms to floor flexibility and straightening my legs. That's just showing off a little bit. Is using deep tissue massage. This is the science of trigger points and nodding and how tightness actually shortens muscles, contributes to stiffness, and contributes to pain as well. So once I started breaking up this tissue with deep tissue massage, like especially in the hip flexors, the upper glutes, and the lower back, my whole body just opened up. Like I gained inches of flexibility overnight almost, just from breaking up the tissue and tightness in these areas. Particularly the hip flexors in the front, laying on this device like this and this, the glutes in the back. It literally was magical. I couldn't believe it because that was something I never learned, and I was static stretching all the time, but I would never gain range of motion, and it was because my muscles would not open up because they were too locked down. And when they're that locked down, you need to massage them with a tool like this. The second thing I did for getting palms to floor flexibility was stretching the glutes and the hamstrings the right way. So I used to just static stretch all the time, like doing a rag doll or sitting in a squat for a long time, and I was never really getting anywhere with it. But once I started doing a flossing technique like this, and putting your body under load in these positions, so really pushing yourself into these stretches through the hamstring floss and the glute stretch here, both of them open up my flexibility so much faster. Because once you train through load at the end of these ranges of motion, you hold that, you keep it longer. It's like it stays with you. Like you don't just retract back up every time you're done stretching. You actually keep those flexibility gains longer. And the third thing I did to get my hands to floor flexibility was opening up the hip flexors. Because I just made a video about this, but the glutes and the hamstrings actually fight the hip flexors in the front for pelvic position. So you can't ever loosen one too much without loosening the other, or else the pelvis will be out of alignment, either this way or this way. So my hamstrings, I would loosen them a lot, but they'd retighten because my hip flexors were too tight. So once I opened up the hip flexors with some stretches like this and some couch stretches on a wall, I won't do it right now, but like this, and really open up the hip flexors, that allowed my hamstrings to loosen up again. And if you like this and you want a full flexibility program to take care of this for all of you, I just launched Flexible Back, the flexibility program that I use to go to palms to floor flexibility from being a stiff person who literally couldn't touch his toes, and now I can go all the way to the ground using this program. It's only 40 bucks, and you will, if you don't gain flexibility in a week, I'll completely reimburse you.